Hello ladies and gentlemen, and today we're talking about the FIFA World Cup draw that took place today. Who drew who? We're going to go through it now. Yeah, first off let's talk about what kind of a farce FIFA really is with the draw. So the first thing is, because of commercial centralisation reasons, the top 6 teams in the world had to get put in groups A to G, which are 6 groups instead of H and I. Basically, the television companies asked them to put them on those so they'd have more games, and obviously FIFA pocketed more of that. So we all know why that happened. Anyway, it meant that Netherlands, Portugal, France, Italy, Germany, Spain and England all got put in certain groups, so they couldn't be in a 5-team group, which meant that Italy and France would both be playing one of the big teams as a second pot team. A few big stories. Wales were in pot 1, obviously because of their growth in the rankings. And now we're just going to go through group by group, really, what happened in the draw. So the first group was Netherlands, France, Sweden, Bulgaria, Belarus and Luxembourg. Now, obviously this is a really tough group for Netherlands, a tough draw for them to get France and Sweden, sorry. I mean, you have to finish top 2 to qualify, and if you finish second, the one team who finishes second doesn't even qualify. So it's not like the campaign for the Euros where it's really easy to get in. I mean, you have to finish top of your group to get in definite, and second place only guarantees you a playoff, so it's not easy by any stretch of imagination. And Netherlands won't like that draw. I mean, France and Sweden, we know what Sweden, they've got Ibrahimovic, they've got people like Marcus Berg up front who's been brilliant with Panathinaikos, so they can cause problems, and France is a draw you never want. Teams like Bulgaria and Belarus and Luxembourg aren't really going to get many points off the big 3, but that big 3, I expect Sweden and France actually to go through, depending on Holland's fitness of their players. I mean, I'd think Holland would finish second, but it really depends on the fitness of their players and what kind of form Ibrahimovic is in. But if Holland's players are on form like Robben, and they find a striker who fits like Van Persie or Huntelaar get back on form, then I think they'll go through with France. Time for Group B now. It's Portugal, Switzerland, Hungary, Faroe Islands, Latvia and Andorra. So, as all the groups, it was drawn from a bottom to the top, so Portugal will be very, very happy with that group. But one that when it came out I was hoping England would get. I mean, Switzerland, we know they can easily be beaten despite being a high-ranked team. Hungary haven't really got any kind of players at the moment in their generation. Faroe Islands only up to pot 4, sorry, because of beating Greece in the recent qualifiers meant Latvia and Andorra are nothing teams. So I'll expect that top 2 to be as it is. Portugal top, Switzerland second. I can't really see any surprises in that group. And obviously with Ronaldo, you can't look any further than Portugal. But as always, Portugal seem to have got an easy group. But they often make hard work of qualifying for major tournaments. So it'll be interesting to see if this is any different. Group C now. Germany, world champions for their World Cup. This is the first draw since their World Cup. In recent years, actually 10, 15 years ago, they would have automatically got into the World Cup. There would have been no qualifying as previous winners, but not the case anymore. They've got Czech Republic, Northern Ireland, Norway, Azerbaijan and San Marino. Now, Germany will walk this group, as everyone knows. Another really easy group, another one I wanted England to get. You know, Czech Republic aren't really too much of a threat anymore. They were good kind of 10 years ago in that Euro 2004 campaign, but since then not really achieved anything. They had the giant Jan Koller, Pavel Nedved, and they've still got kind of a Petr Cech and Thomas Rosicky, but not too much. A few young players coming through, but nothing to worry the Germans. Northern Ireland will be fancying themselves really to try and get a second place in that. I mean, they're having a good qualifying campaign in the Euros, so for them it's a real big opportunity. Norway again, not really too many players stand out. Obviously they've got Martin Odegaard, the young Real Madrid player, but apart from him, not really too much going on. So I expect again the top 2 from that. I expect Germany and Czech Republic to go through. Group D now, this is the one where Wales obviously in pot 1 for the first time in a long time have got drawn. They got quite a tough draw actually with Austria, Serbia, Ireland, Moldova and Georgia. I'm not sure really if Wales will get through this group. Austria are very, very strong. Austria are a really good second place team. Behind Italy and France, I'd say they're the best of those second pot teams. But you know, Wales have got a chance. I mean, they've got Bale. They're playing well in European qualifying, so there's nothing to say they can't do. They beat Belgium at home, obviously, famously recently, so they'll fancy their chances again. Like I said, I think Austria will top the group there. And then, obviously, Ireland again. Ireland, we never know what they're going to be like. Will they still have O'Neill by this point? Will they have any of their kind of crop of players? Who knows? Who knows of Ireland? It could be a bit of a tough campaign for them. Serbia having a really poor qualifying campaign at the moment, but you know, I fancy Wales and Austria to finish top 2, but in the other order, with Austria top and Wales second. To Group E now. Group E probably the weakest of all the groups. It's Romania as the top seed, Denmark, Poland, Montenegro, Armenia and Kazakhstan. Now, Romania have got there because of a really good season from certain players, really, in European qualifying. They're doing brilliantly in that, topping the group in that, and that's put them in this position for the World Cup draw. It's a tough draw for them. I mean, it's not a strong group, but Denmark and Poland will be expecting to finish ahead of Romania, really, and I see it finishing that way. I think Poland will finish top, I think Denmark will finish second. Skip Group F, because that's England's group, and come back to talk about that in the end. So Group G now. Group G was the group after England, where if we hadn't got drawn in Group F, we'd have had this group, which featured Italy, but instead it was Spain who got it, thanks to Oliver Bierhoff not picking us in the draw. And Spain got then Italy, Albania, Israel, Macedonia and Liechtenstein. Now, bar Italy, there's no problems for Spain in that group, or for Italy, should we say. It's the weakest of the groups. I mean, Albania, Israel, they're not going to cause any problems as the two kind of higher ranked poor teams in the group. It's going to be nothing past Spain and Italy, but it'll be interesting because one of those might not get in the World Cup. I mean, they have to finish in second place to actually get into a playoff, and you still have to finish a good second place. You can't just do it on minor points, but I think they'll get a lot of points off the rest of the teams, and I see Spain and Italy finishing top 2 in that order, with Italy going into the playoff. Group H now. Group H featured Belgium, the number 3rd ranked team in the world, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Greece, Estonia and Cyprus. Belgium will be looking to walk this group, really. They've not really got too many problems in it. Bosnia aren't too good at the moment. Obviously they've got people like Ibisevic and Dzeko, but not really causing too many problems. I mean, Dzeko hasn't even played for a long time. So I think Belgium will walk this group. We know their talent. They've got Greece are on a bit of a downward slide. Under Ranieri, they were poor. I mean, losing to Ferrans, they're doing terribly in their qualifying campaign at the moment. So Belgium will walk this group. Bosnia second, as it is, but I see Belgium going through. Finally, Group I, probably the strongest group on paper for not knowing what's going to happen. It's Croatia, Iceland, Ukraine, Turkey and Finland. All really strong nations there. It's really one between 4 for who's going to get through. So you've got Croatia, who are strong, Iceland, having a brilliant campaign at the moment, qualifying for Euros, Ukraine, who are always strong in qualifying, especially at home, and Turkey, who, the same as Ukraine, are always strong at home. I think Ukraine and Croatia will get through, both Eastern European teams. Yes, Iceland are doing well at European qualifying, but I'm not sure they'll be able to carry it over in a year's time. I mean, they need to keep this brilliant generation going, and that's something that's hard to do. So I think Croatia and Ukraine will go through from that one. And finally, going back then to Group F, England's group. England have got Slovakia, Scotland, the big ones, Slovenia, Lithuania and Malta. So apart from a few teams, it's quite an easy draw for England, one they'll like. Obviously the big standout is Scotland. Gets another game with Scotland, which will always be nice, or 2 games I should say. Always been nice, brilliant rivalry against Scotland, as everyone knows. I expect us to turn them over, as I would say. But yeah, we should walk through this group really. Slovakia, Slovenia, we've played them recently, not 2 real good teams. And then Malta and Lithuania, the walkovers in the group, like every group. Almost pointless being there, the bottom 2 teams in every group. I'm not really sure why they're there. But yeah, the Scotland game is obviously the biggest talking point, but England against Scotland. I expect England to top the group, and I think Scotland have got a good chance of getting second, especially the qualifying campaign they're having at the moment for the Euros. And if Strachan's in charge, they've still got kind of a good side together of young players coming through, then you'd think Scotland will finish second in that group. But I see England topping the group, and hopefully that prediction is correct, and we get an easy route to the World Cup, as we have so far. Touch wood, seemingly to the Euros. Anyway, that's all for this little recap of the World Cup draw. Let me know down below who you think will get through, who you support, any of the European nations, and what you think about your draw. Please like the video for my views, and subscribe to me for a daily upload every day. I'll see you in the next one.